consciously eating.
We will try to re-watch the replay of a game, and while we take a look at it, we gonna have me kind of narrating what is happening and why I do certain things. I do that directly after I played the game, like a couple minutes later. So it's fresh memory, right? Because when I try to play and narrate or explain myself in the same moment, it's very hard for me. So bear with me a moment. So yeah, I start normal. I mean, my opponent is bScherm. I saw him searching in the lobby, and I was just taking my alt account and just playing around with him. I know bScherm is one of the better players of the new guys. He's quite solid, and I already lost versus him a few times. So I will try to kind of cheese my way. I mean, I'm using my Die Trying Alt account for cheesing most of the time. I'm not really playing serious games on it. Now we get a workshop. I would like to play more mech, honestly. I think even the mech opening with workshop can be viable if you just have a good execution and a good idea how to hold versus versus raiders, for example. I think raiders and some proxy 2den or 2x is the hardest to hold with the workshop opening. But even versus that, I think you can, with good subsidian stuff, hold it. Anyways, as I get over, I notice that there's no wall and nothing, so to say, in the way, which would give away that I'm scouting. And yeah, I just thought, well, let's put a tower here and play from this position. I, of course, haven't scouted his base, so I don't know what's coming. But I just assume he's maybe kind of cheesing too, which is my reason for sending out my worker and scouting at a third there. But yeah, I don't find anything suspicious, at least, and I was very close to actually building a tower here, but I thought no, doesn't really need to. My tower finished on his side, and I think I at some point was like, well, I have Gatling guns now. I had my 2 workers around, 2 repaired. I did a bit more scouting, but in the end I didn't see anything. And then I just built another tower, a second one, which unfortunately got scouted. At least the worker was scouted, and then the tower, of course. But he couldn't really engage, right? And now I position my worker in a way that he really can't get into it. I mean, he could technically go with a raider there, but take a lot of damage. Then he would have to blink away, so he would to have suicide his raider. And now I'm retargeting the worker. Worker didn't die, but the raider did. And yeah, now my Gatling gun is here. I think where's his raider? I think his raider was running over or something, and he just didn't attack my Gatling gun. But now we meet. I see, of course, his natural expansion attempt, and now I just decide to move my Gatling guns up and kind of play from here and hold this position. I think the right response from him would be a workshop now to have catapults. But yeah, he's not going the workshop way. He's going through with his natural expansion. And I'm in a very good position, honestly, because in my main I already have the first catapult out. I will soon have a second catapult and also an airship. I have worker for repair. Another worker is finishing the second tower in his main, and he will have a hard time dealing with all my stuff. I think the raider could have done more. At least, I don't know, get some damage in versus one of the workers. Also, his archers are not targeting the worker. I think that's kind of a mistake. And yeah, now I'm I can just use the cold drops to slow them down, and I think I even lose both Gatlings here. But it doesn't really matter because the trades are so in my favor. And with these 2 towers and his his time wasting on my Gatling guns, he's taking so much damage that I could even take a normal expansion on my natural now and win the game. And yeah, I manually target down some of his workers. I obviously have my repair workers around. And yeah, then he calls GG. My follow-up would have been a catapult drop, as you've seen, with 2 workers and 2 catapults. And yeah, great game, great idea. I was a bit lucky, I think, because he in the beginning he kind of missed my worker. But yeah, it's a nice way to punish people not playing something or placing something in their in front of their choke. I think that's very vital and important to do. And yeah, he didn't, so he lost.